Tell me about now. You're on the business. You've got a wonderful staff, from Stacy to the people that work with you to the other advisors, all those different things. What are you working on now? What are you working on now at this stage in life?
Yeah. So a few things. Number one for me, and Thomas, I've told you this. I am so fired up. And I appreciate that you're having a podcast like this where we can say what's important to us.
Right.
I'm so fired up about people knowing who Jesus is to me.
Yeah.
And so 2024, I hope everyone will stay tuned, because I am looking forward to sharing with people in different ways who Jesus is to me, but more importantly, who Jesus is in the business world.
Yeah.
I think there are so many men and women out there that want to bring Christ-centered service into the business world, but maybe they don't know how.
Yeah.
And I was one of those
Yeah.
7 or 8 years ago. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and that's what gets me fired up. The second thing that gets me fired up is I love seeing our team grow, and I love seeing people advance. So we're working on a organization chart right now, and elevating some of the people that really deserve it, and seeing them grow and build and enter into those training phases. So those things are important. And then the final thing for me, part of my three-legged investment stool, I've got IBC, I have obviously market type investments, and then for me, we've talked about this before, the third leg of that stool is businesses, real estate, and small businesses in particular. So I'm really looking forward to evaluating in this next year different investment opportunities, and growing my own horizon, and growing in that, my knowledge level in that, particularly in the multifamily space. So those are the three areas I'm working on, but none of them trumps what I said first.
That's awesome. Okay, I don't want theoretical answers on this next question, okay?
Yeah, man.
I want something tactical. Got a guy coming out of college. Guy wants to be a business owner. What would you tell a young business owner this day and age?
Yep. First thing I would tell them to do, wherever you are, invest in yourself. Find the best people in that industry.
Okay.
And go talk to them. Go buy them coffee, go buy them lunch, go sit down and ask them. If you're in a car dealership, go find the best sales guy and ask him, hey, what are you doing every day? I want to learn from you. If you're in a franchise business, find the people that are the best franchisees. If you're in real estate, go find the person that's been doing it.
Yeah.
And find out what they're doing. If you're a golf pro, go find the best professional at the best club, take him to lunch. Whatever you're doing, go find the people that are the best at it and ask them what they're doing and what advice they would give you. Invest in yourself. Read more. I don't care what you're doing. Read more. Pick out a couple of really good podcasts. There's one here through Church of the Highlands about leadership that's as good as anything that I've ever heard. Plug those things in, take those nuggets, and invest in yourself. The best investment you can make early in your career is in you.
I told my wife this the other day. We got into a deep discussion on coaching. My volleyball coach, great volleyball coach, parenting, and just relationships in general. I looked at her, and for so many years as parents and so many years as business owners, we're taught to other people. The Bible is very specific about love God, love others. Okay. But I looked at her and I said, hey, you are the most important person in your life. You have to make sure that you are as great as you can be at all the things that you're called to be.
Yeah.
A parent, a wife, a coach. You got to be great at those different things. Because if you're not great at those things, one of the other areas is going to lack. And the last thing we want to do is neglect one of the things that's most important. We can only have so many things in our life that are important.
Yep.
Okay. Jesus had 12 disciples. He really had 3 friends. Three guys that were just like super close to him.
Yeah.
We can only have so many things. And what you're saying is extremely true and extremely important. We got to make sure that we are getting better every day, physically, mentally, spiritually, and honestly, socially. We got to make sure those relationships are right, because if we don't have those great relationships, the other areas can't be as good.
Yeah.
As we wrap up here, we talked about what you're focused on right now. One of the things, two of the questions I always like to ask everybody. One of them's kind of fun. One of them's I want to really think of. Other than the Bible, what's the best book you've ever read?
Yeah. So, great question. The one that probably changed me the most and really impacted me was the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Wow. Okay.
No joke.
Yep, it's a
And
great
I
book.
know there's a ton of other ones, but
Yeah,
that
no.
my mindset changed after reading that and really thinking about it. And I bought my first piece of real estate after reading that book.
Did you?
And it parlayed, and then I went and I read all of them, the cash
Yeah.
flow quadrant,
All of them,
all
yeah.
the way through.
They're great.
Made a real big difference.
That's huge.